love Taba squishies, but I'll be honest with you, some of them are so terrible. So today I bought a bunch of different Taba squishies from a bunch of different price ranges, and I'm going to open them all and review them for you guys. I have Taba squishies from $5 to $500 to right in the middle, and I'm gonna see, is there a gigantic difference between the quality of each of them, or are they all pretty much the same? I'm really excited to get started with the cheaper side of things. As you guys know, I love to spend my money on very expensive Labubus. I actually try to cut costs almost everywhere all the time. Something that a lot of people don't understand is that when I'm buying Labubus, I'm literally buying them for work. This is technically my job. But in my real life, as a real person, this just in, YouTubers are not real people. I'm actually an alien. Anyways, let's talk about what are the requirements to make a good Taba squishy in my opinion. Now, I differ from most people because I don't love my Taba squishies being super duper sticky because I feel like that makes them fall apart more easily. As everybody knows, Taba squishies will always eventually fall apart. If you're consistently playing with them, they're probably gonna lose a couple pieces along the way. That's just how they work. But this guy is very sticky. It's one of the like snot ones is what I call it. It's like so sticky, it feels like there's literal snot in your hand, which is, you know, not the greatest feeling in the world. I'm sure some people like that. Me personally, I'm actually not a fan of it. Anyways, this is $6.99, $7. It's a pretty good size. It's a small Taba squishy, but it's a pretty good size for $7. Very sticky if you like sticky ones. It's scented, which usually for me, if something's scented, I don't like it. I know a lot of people disagree with me on that, but I feel like this watermelon scent is really good, so I don't really mind it. I think that this is a fantastic Taba squishy. I've met a lot of Taba squishies in my life. This one, it's beautifully clear. It's beautifully sticky for people who like sticky Taba squishies. It's not leaving a residue on my hand, and it's only $7. That's very rare to have a Taba squishy this high quality for $7. I do hate that there's these crumbs all over its face though. I wish it did not come with these crumbs everywhere. But overall, yes, I could make this at home technically because it's just silicone, but this is a great Taba squishy. If you're looking for a clear Taba squishy for $7, I think I got that from Five Below. I'm not even sure. Next, we have another low priced Taba squishy. This one is $5.99, so even cheaper than this one, but I have heard not so great things about donut Taba squishies for some reason. I'm pretty sure I reviewed this one before. I don't remember though, I have a very bad memory, but I know that I've definitely touched this before and wasn't the biggest fan. So here it is. She's cute. My problem with this one is that it's not really a Taba squishy. It's not super sticky. It doesn't really feel like normal Taba squishies. It has like a more rubbery texture to it, which is great because it probably means that it'll break less easily. Like that's pretty impressive for a Taba squishy to be able to stretch that far without breaking. If this was made out of what this one's made out of, that would have erupted into a million pieces, 100% no doubt in my mind. But for this Taba squishy itself, I feel like, I don't know. It's hard to judge it because in my mind, this is not what I would expect when I buy a Taba squishy, and technically I might be a little bit disappointed by buying this, but it's so cheap and it feels very high quality. But if you are in the market for a cheap Taba squishy that isn't as sticky as normal Taba squishies, it's honestly a great option. I don't really have many complaints about this besides the fact that it's a different kind of texture. Can it stick to the wall though? If I hold it there. Ew! It worked. So this donut passed the stick test. Now the way that I'm ranking these is from worst to best of all of the ones that I opened today. So far, obviously we've only opened 2, but I think I like this clear guy a little bit more than this donut. So I'm gonna say that this clear guy goes at the top of our ranking scale, and this is gonna go somewhere around the middle. But let's switch it up now. Instead of just focusing on the cheap stuff and then moving to the more expensive, I'm gonna mix it up in between. And let's see what we have in this expensive Taba squishy box. I'll be honest with you guys, I bought this before I moved, and I moved 2 to 3 months ago. I'm not even kidding. I have no idea what's in here. I'm sure it's probably cute and adorable because I've bought stuff from this company before, but let's find out. We first have some little foods as charms, some little food charms. That's cute. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this though. I don't really put charms on my Taba squishies, but maybe some people do, I don't know. And here are the 2 Taba squishies that are in this. Oh, 3, heck yeah. I remember a lot of you guys said in the last video that you love that they have a little bell on here, because just like how people are putting Labubus on their bags, people have been putting Taba squishies on their bags, but I feel like the bell would kind of annoy me personally. Some people really love it, but I love this idea of having a keychain on the side of the bag. For Mushy Kins, we do have cute little bags that they come in, but we don't have little keychains. So if you guys think that would be a great idea to add to our company, we should do that because this is so cute. Comment down below if you think we should add that, because the cool thing about Mushy Kins is we're at this point in our company where we can basically pivot and go whatever direction we want. If you guys are giving us suggestions on things we should change or things we should do, we're such a new company and we're such a small company that we still have a lot of freedom to explore creative opportunities. That's why it's so important to us right now to have a bunch of you guys getting Mushy Kins, getting sent Mushy Kins, or buying them on your own and then giving us your honest feedback on them. Because just like I'm gonna be honest about if I like or if I don't like these other Taba squishies, which are technically our competitors, we want you guys to be super honest too, because there's no way that we're gonna make an awesome company that a bunch of you guys love unless you guys are super honest about what you like and don't like about our product. Anyways, I guess I got a poop. I bought a poop on the internet. Out of all the ways that I could buy a poop on the internet, this is probably the most fortunate outcome that could have happened. This is adorable. Hey internet, look at my happy poop. What? That's normal. I'm just showing it to the B-roll camera. Don't judge me, stop. Now this little guy is an extremely soft Taba squishy. I feel like if I played with this for an extended period of time, I would definitely ruin it pretty quickly. I could tell that my nails would like rip parts of it. I don't want to talk about Mushy Kins quite yet, but that's my reason for liking the less sticky Taba squishies, because they kind of last longer. Sort of like this donut, even though it's more rubbery, I feel like this is gonna last a lot longer. But this guy, he also falls into the snot category because you can like spread it over your entire hand and it does sort of look like snot, if you can see that. But my favorite part of this is his little feet. You could put him on a dresser and his little adorable freaking feet hang off of it. So cute. I love that. It's like a jelly cat. I bet that's what this is inspired by. I've seen a lot of companies turn like jelly cat designs into Taba squishies, which that's gotta be a copyright issue. I don't know. But I love the fact that this can just like sit on the side of something and his little feet can like hang off the edge. I think that's adorable. And for that reason, I'm actually gonna put that above this little dog. So I guess spending a little bit more money on your Taba squishy does pay off, because I think this guy is higher quality and he sits up straight, he's cuter, and this guy, he doesn't even stay up straight because his head's too heavy, but he's still cute. Let's see the other things that we got from this box. I have 3 boxes here, and these other 2 boxes have even bigger Taba squishies in them, so I'm really excited to see what's in there, because last time I bought from this company, I got those gigantic cats. I still have them, they're over there. I love them. One of them is named Carl. She is my daughter. I believe this is a peanut. It could be a potato. It's definitely less squishy than the other one. This one kind of feels like a stress ball. I kind of love this. What is it covered in? It's covered in some sort of like powder almost. Smells a little weird. It's almost like this Taba squishy is flocked with like fur, but it's almost like a powder feeling because it doesn't feel very sticky. It almost feels like a slow rising foam squish, but I love it. We should figure out what this is because I love how this feels. I love the little feet. He looks like he's dancing. Hang on. Ah! He can scream really well. He's beautiful and he's got a big forehead and I like that. I think this is actually my new favorite. We're gonna put him above the poop. Whoa, great noise. I do love the poop, however, this little potato guy is just so freaking cute and he looks so durable because of the stuff he's flocked in. Love it. This is a banana. Smells a little weird. It doesn't look very high quality. It's also quite small for the price point, but it is a Taba squishy. Most Taba squishies are handmade. I do understand that, but this does sort of just look like silicone was put into a mold and it's not super interesting.
Mama said they be taste like this.
But I do think that it's definitely better to invest in this one than like the donut, for example. You're gonna get more of an actual Taba squishy experience squishing this guy rather than the donut that doesn't even really rise back up. He's definitely cute and I definitely like him, but I am gonna put him underneath the ranking of this clear, cheaper dog, just because there's literally more details in this cheaper dog than in this more expensive banana. So for that reason, it is below. But these 2 other more expensive ones, 100% worth the investment. I love those. But let's head back on over to the cheaper side of the table where we have a bunch more possibly questionable Taba squishies. Next, we have something that I have been waiting to open for quite a while now. This is from Taba Jelly Squeezables. It is $6.99. It is a waffle Taba squishy, but that's not the interesting part about it. The interesting part about it is that for some reason, this guy has a face. So why does a waffle need a face? I don't know. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. There's also like weird little specks of plastic that don't look like they're meant to be in here. Hello, nice to meet you. Let's see what this looks like on chip. Oh, oh my gosh. Wow, that is disturbing. Hello. Chip didn't have a mouth before. Chip has a mouth now. Anyways, this waffle is extremely sticky. I think this is the stickiest Taba squishy maybe I've ever felt. Also, because it's a waffle, it sort of like suctions to your hand. Oh, this does leave residue on your hand though. I don't love that. It seems like with the lower price point of Taba squishies, you're either gonna be on the end of extremely sticky or extremely not sticky. You're not gonna get like a nice in-between like this, sticky, but it's not gonna leave a residue. It's high quality and it's great. This, just from feeling it, you can tell this isn't high quality. Oh, also, as soon as I kind of start pulling it apart, it starts ripping. Like I bet I could probably stick my finger through it. Oh, like butter. The lower price point makes sense that it's less durable, but just so you know, it's a nice Taba squishy. It's definitely like fun to play with because it's weird. Just wash your hands afterwards and before. You should always wash your hands before you play with Taba squishies because they pick up a lot of dirt and you don't want to get dirt in your Taba squishy because then they get dirty and then they don't look as good. Anyways. Oh, this did the thing. Sometimes Taba squishies do this thing where it starts getting stuck to itself and then you can never like really fully put it back into its original shape. That's okay though. I'll be honest. I don't hate it. For $7 or what was it? $6? Fantastic deal. I think if you see this at the mall and you want a Taba squishy, try it out. However, compared to the arsenal that we're working with right now, this is definitely the lowest on the totem pole, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure either this one or this one was cheaper than that one. But now we're going to pivot into Mushy Kins. Our price point for Mushy Kins right now is $14.99. Now, obviously that's subject to change because of inflation and tariffs and whatnot. You know, there's a lot that goes into running a company, but right now they're $14.99. We have 5 options right now because we're gonna have a second drop that comes later on, but right now we just have the 5 first characters. And I know I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but for some of you guys that don't know, I actually designed all of these characters. I have been cartooning since I was 6 or 7 years old. I just turned 25 and now my characters are not only on sticky rolls, but they are also on Mushy Kins. So I drew up the original concept art for all of these characters, and now that I get to see them as a product, it just makes me so happy. It's literally my biggest passion in life, and I just really hope that you guys love it too. I want to know which character is your favorite. I want to know what you guys think we could be doing better, what you think we could be doing worse. Also, it's important to note, these are technically not mystery boxes, but the way that I unbox them for myself right now, I don't know which one is which. So it's gonna be sort of like a mystery box situation for the sake of this video. But if you guys think that we should sell them as mystery boxes because people love mystery boxes right now, comment down below because as always, we just want your guys' opinions. And for the first Mushy Kins box of the day, I got Shirley. I love Shirley, she's so cute. She's like a cherry themed dog. This might be your guys' first time seeing our new packaging. We actually designed these brand new bags just for our Mushy Kins that clasp open. They have these little buttons at the top so that when you're done playing with your Mushy Kins, you can put it back in the bag to keep it protected. Because as you know, Taba squishies what? Get dirty very easily. And they what? Sometimes fall apart if you don't take care of them correctly. That's correct. So we have these little safety containers for them that they fit in perfectly. They look sort of like milk containers, which I think is so cute. They also come with these little tags that tell you a little bit more about which character you got. For example, howdy, I'm Shirley the dog. I love making new friends, throwing parties, dancing till my paws get tired. My favorite color is cherry red, of course, which is my favorite color too. Her favorite color is red and she was born in June of 2025. Now it's gonna be really hard for me to rank these against the other Taba squishies I'm opening today. I know that last time I did this video, I did rank them against the competitor Taba squishies, but I just don't feel like that's fair because I know that I'm always gonna be very biased towards Mushy Kins and I don't wanna be like, well, this is the best because I made it, because it might not be the best. So I'm gonna rank the Mushy Kins against the other Mushy Kins and then these Taba squishies against each other, and then the top other Taba squishy and the top Mushy Kins will go head to head at the end of the video. But for right now, Shirley is gonna be hard to beat. I absolutely love this character. I love the final design that we went with. She went through so many different rounds of like changes and things over the last couple of months, and I'm just so happy with how the product finally turned out. So obviously, for the Mushy Kins lineup, Shirley is number 1. As of right now. Anyways, back to the cheap side. We have this absolutely beautiful butterfly Taba squishy. I bought this one from the mall and I can already tell by touching it that it's kind of like the same as the waffle one where it's very, very sticky and it's probably gonna fall apart pretty easily, but I don't even care because it's so beautiful. It's filled with this really beautiful color changing glitter and these really cute pearls. It has a black backdrop and then a layer of clear on top of it, which makes it this cool like see-through effect. Honestly, the the camera's not even doing it justice. It's prettier in person. So if you wanted to hang this up on your wall, which I honestly might consider doing that because it's so pretty, 10 out of 10. It looks like an art piece. I love it. But my problem with it is when you play with it, it does not feel very great in my opinion. Unless you're someone, again, who really loves the snotty ones, I'm not a fan. Like, it's getting stuck to my fingernails, it's leaving residue, it's falling apart. This is not like a long lasting toy, unfortunately, but it's so beautiful that I'm gonna put it in front of the waffle, in front of the donut, behind the banana. If this company made this butterfly as this quality, that would be a really hard Taba squishy to ever compete with. That might be the best Taba squishy ever. Let's open another Mushy Kins. I'm gonna look at the box. We have Rosie, Chip, Button, and Mochi. I really hope that I get Button from this one because I love Button. He's a little bear and I feel like he doesn't get enough attention. Oh! It's not Button. I actually have a story about this one, but first let me finish my story about Button. I love Button because I love Pooh Bear, because I love bears, because I love Little Bear, Brother Bear, the Disney movie. I love to make bears. I love two cartoon bears, and Button is a cartoon bear inspired by Pooh Bear, but instead of loving honey, he loves chocolate. Boom. Anyways, this is Rosie. I'll be honest with you guys. This is something very controversial that you will probably not hear many business owners say. I didn't like Rosie at first. I was afraid of letting Rosie out into the public and I wanted to change a lot of things, and we held her back for a while because I was not happy with the product. I know I shouldn't even be telling you that. Don't tell anybody that I told you that. Don't tell anybody that I told you that, okay? In the first iterations of Rosie, she had a bit of a butt on her face, but we fixed it. Some characters you just connect with more. Rosie was never that character for me, but Rosie is that character for Christian. So it's like it evens out, you know? Once I finally got my hands on the final product here, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I do like Rosie. Now that she doesn't have the butt face, she just has like kind of butt cheeks, but they're cute because she's a hamster. So much happier with her. Also, look at that squish. That's such a satisfying squish. It's not too sticky. It's not at the snot level, but it's definitely a lot squishier than like this old iteration of Chip. But now looking at her in all of her glory, I'm actually very proud of this product now and how far she's come. It just kind of shows that if you're ever unhappy with something that you've created and you're putting it out to the world, take a second and make sure that you are happy with what you're making. I am so proud of the products that we're promoting to people. I'm so proud of the content that me and my friends are making. We'd make sure that it's something that we are all comfortable putting our names behind, and that's why I love this company so much and all my friends that I'm working with. I'm really happy that we went with this lighter pink color instead of the darker pink color that we had before. This is more like strawberry milk, which I think is really cute and fitting for her. But I'll be honest, however proud I am of Rosie and how far she's come and how great she looks now, I still will always have a special place in my heart for Shirley, because actually, fun fact, Shirley, when I originally designed her, she was designed after one of my favorite childhood stuffed animals. So Shirley is gonna be above Rosie. Sorry, Rosie, love you, girl. I'm so proud of your growth. Shirley still wins, I'm sorry. Next, let's pivot back to the cheap area. We have this adorable little tart. Okay, technically this doesn't even say Taba squishy on the packaging, and it doesn't really feel like a Taba squishy, but if you see this packaging, I wouldn't really assume that's anything but a Taba squishy. But like, I'm not, maybe it is a Taba squishy. It just like, it's kind of like this one, but it's even less sticky than the donut, which is interesting, but it's so cute. Absolutely adore the way that this looks. I think this is such a cute design. His little face, he's just happy to see you. It doesn't really feel like a true Taba squishy though, I have to admit. It is very stretchable, high quality. For the price point, it's good, but if you're looking for like a sticky Taba squishy, this is not it, but this is great. I'm gonna put this above the banana just because I think it's cuter and it's cheaper. And it's like super jello-y. I love the way it's just like super slappable. Still gonna put my potato and my poop and my clear dog above it. Solid product. I do actually really like that. And for how cheap it was, it didn't have a price on the packaging, but because this was from the mall, I assume it was probably like $7. Fantastic investment, especially if you're just starting to get into Taba squishies and you don't want a super sticky one yet. Now we have the snowballs. I've always been confused about these ones. I got this in April from New York Toy Fair, actually. Is this Lotso, the bear from from Disney. I don't really know who that is, but he's cute. This was back when I was like first really investing in Taba squishies and like getting to know everything about them. And I felt these and I was like, this is sort of what made me realize that I didn't love the super duper squishy kind of Taba squishy. I could just pull this apart really easily, which I don't love, but it's definitely a cool feeling. If you want the feeling of like playing with your yogurt, but like it's not disgusting. Personally, I don't love the feeling of playing with your food, so it doesn't resonate with me, but hey, it's not bad. I'm gonna put it below the banana though. I'm gonna actually put the butterfly above it as well. Anyways, I hope this is Button. Please be Button. If this is Button, you guys have to subscribe. And if it's not Button, everybody unsubscribe. I'm just kidding. Oh, it's Button. I'm not kidding. Button. I love that his tag is green. I feel like that just suits his color so well. It looks so rich and handsome. And this, everyone, is Button the Bear. Hi, I'm Button the Bear. I make the best chocolates in town. Some even have special powers. Every bite is a little moment of happiness, and I love sharing my sweet creations with my friends. His favorite color is magenta. Let's open him up. This will be my first time feeling production level Button. I am so excited. Oh, he's so cute. So just as an example for you guys, this was our last iteration of Button that I've been playing with, and this is our current iteration of Button. He's gotten so much cuter. You can see his details way better. I love this new color that we're working with instead of like the deep red. I feel like this suits him so much better. I personally am super happy with the texture because it is sticky enough for the people who love the stickiness, and it is firm enough for the people who don't like the snot level. It's like playing with a big chunk of bread. I love it. And his hair, I love how the color is different now, so you can really see how his hair stands out. As you can see, he's holding his little chocolate. So cute. But I'm gonna do something kind of controversial, you guys. I really believed that nothing could top Shirley for me because I was so proud of how she came out. But now seeing Button ready for production and how absolutely adorable he looks, Button is taking the first place out of the Mushy Kins lineup right now. I can't even believe it. Now let's get into one of these two more expensive boxes. This one seems heavier, so let's go with the heavier one. Ooh. Okay, looks like more little trinkets that are little foods. This might be another giant cat. I honestly don't remember what I ordered at all, but this is a giant paw. I did get one of these giant paws before. I had like a gnat infestation in my old apartment right when I was moving out, and the stickiness of the paw collected all of the gnats. They all got stuck on it and it worked like a gnat trap. This has to be the cutest paw Taba squishy I've ever seen. I love the little bow. It's like ballet core. It honestly feels very similar to a Mushy Kins consistency. It's a little bit stickier though, which I'm not the biggest fan of, as you know, but I love how heavy it is. I love how high quality it is. I love that the toe beans are a different color than the rest of it. This is just an awesome product. I love it, but I'm still gonna put my potato and my poop first and second place. This will be in third place, but still a new third place. That's awesome. I'm excited to see what's in here. I bet it's gonna be a giant cat. And if it is, it is, but this is the same one I already bought. I doubt I would have bought it again. Yeah, I definitely bought this exact same one last time, so I did not purposely repurchase this, but I'm not complaining. This is like $100 or something, if I'm remembering the price point correctly. This is an expensive luxury Taba squishy, if there is such a thing. It's also flocked, so it's not gonna be sticky at all. I don't mind that, but the problem with flocking is it does leave residue on your hands. This one's also leaving like an oil residue on my hands, which is interesting. I don't remember that from the last one. I guess Carl has a new sister. Carl, are you over there? Don't be shy, Carl, come here. Now, Carl did lose an eye when Christian, or I think it was Anna, slammed her on the ground. This one feels oily and this one does not. It's adorable though, extremely high quality looking, but I'm honestly gonna have to put it kind of low. Oh, is it true that they also can't stand up still? Yeah, they still can't stand up straight. That's okay. Okay, then that means that this is going to be the super duper mega expensive Taba squishy. So let's open these last two Mushy Kins, put them in line, and then see how it holds up next to the very expensive Taba squishy. So this is going to be Mochi and Chip in here because these are the last two that I have not opened yet. Hello, Chip! Chip. We love Chip. Hello, Chip. Let's read Chip's little thingy. Hi, I'm Chip the cow. I'm a shy little crafter who loves making cute stuff and munching on chocolate in the park. I love nature and giving gifts to my friends. My favorite color is mint green, and I was born in June 2025. I don't know why Chip talks like that. This is really cool because I have an old version of Chip here that you can really clearly see the difference here. Not only is the Chip that we're selling now bigger, it's also, like, look at this one. It's really hard and it's really not sticky at all, which is what I wanted back in the day, but after hearing your guys' feedback, I no longer agree with that. This is the perfect consistency that we landed on. That stickiness is there, the firmness is still somewhat there, but this one's like way more firm where it doesn't even work as like a stress toy. I still like it, but I think you guys will be a lot happier with this version. Not to mention, it's a little bit bigger and the colors are a little bit more like kawaii, cutesy, I guess. I love Chip so much. It's hard for me to place her anywhere. Also, I keep going back and forth on whether Chip is a girl or a boy. Maybe Chip is just floating somewhere in between that. I don't know. But sometimes I call Chip him, sometimes I call Chip her. I really don't know what's going on. I think I'm gonna put Chip right here. Hear me out. I love Chip. Chip, I love you. But you do seem to be getting a lot of everyone's attention all the time, and sometimes I want to make room for my other friends. Just like real friendships in real life, but that's not really what I mean. What I mean is a lot of you guys have been commenting on my videos recently. Every time I call somebody my best friend who isn't Anna, you guys are like, I thought Anna was your best friend. How come Dara's your best friend now? Do you hate Anna? You guys fell out and now you guys aren't friends anymore. I see you haven't posted on Anna and Aaron in 47.2.698 days. Calm down. Anna and I are still best friends. Very, very best friends. And actually, fun fact, we've been working on a ton of new videos for you guys, and we actually have like 5 long form videos ready to go. We're just stacking them up right now so that when we start posting, we can keep being consistent. That's why we haven't posted in so long. As you know, Anna and I have a lot going on. We have Sticky Rolls, we have Mushy Kins, we have our personal accounts, we have our personal lives. So that's why we haven't posted on Anna and Aaron in a while, but don't worry, so much Anna and Aaron stuff is coming for the second half of 2020. Don't worry. But yeah, you guys, unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, I do have best friends besides Anna. Dara, also my best friend. I've been filming a lot of videos with Dara recently. She is also my best friend. So when you guys are commenting, why are you calling Dara your best friend? I thought that Anna was your best friend. You're stabbing Anna in the back. No, no, no. The best thing about friend groups is you can have multiple best friends. Also, fun fact, I have even more best friends too that you guys don't even see because they're not YouTubers and they are not on camera. If any of you are watching this, you know who you are. Scandalous, I know. I have so many friends. Anyways, this is Mochi. This is also my first time looking at the official Mochi in her official Mochi packaging. She's so freaking cute. And I love that we have the purple to contrast with all these colors because like there's a lot of pinks going on. There's a lot of greens in there. Like everybody's got a little green except for Button. A purple, that really stands out. I like that. Let's give her a squish. Ooh, yeah. I love it. I'm so happy this is the consistency we landed on. I was so nervous that when people were saying they wanted it to be more sticky that I wasn't even gonna like the consistency and then I was gonna be like the face of the company and not love the consistency, but I'm so glad this is what we decided on. I could play with this all day. It's like a stress toy, but better. I don't know how to explain it, but I already know where Mochi's gonna be. I know that's kind of low. I don't really have a reason for it exactly. I love Mochi. Originally, actually, Mochi, when I did the original cartoon for her, she was actually going to be a yellow axolotl. Turns out, purple was the way we decided to go. But the reason that these 3 are at the top is because I'm crazy. But I feel like I have a deep emotional connection to these 3. Building them up and creating this company, these 3 are like my guys. And you know, Anna and Christian love these ones too. Like, it's like comparing your children, dude, okay? They're all great. Make your decisions on your favorites in the comments. This is the thick Taba squishy. It's also flocked, which makes me wonder, is it gonna have that weird greasy residue? Whoa, whoa, this feels amazing. I honestly thought it was gonna be a little bit bigger because of how expensive it is, but oh my gosh, no grease, no residue. I mean, yeah, you get a little bit of residue because it has flocking on it. It's gonna come off on your hands. Love how this one feels. I'm gonna be playing with this one a lot. Wow, it's so high quality, it's so thick. That's top of the line for me, not even a question. The colors are so precisely placed. I literally don't even have a single problem with this, except for the fact that the flocking comes off in your hand, but like, that's to be expected with flocking in general. Is this a panda? We should make a panda Mushy Kins. That would be so cute. Look at her. She's a little princess. She's got little hands. She's holding a butterfly. What? This is is the cutest Taba squishy I've ever seen from this company, 100%. Unfortunately, there is so much stuff coming off of my hands from this. It is really, really greasy and a lot of flock. And I don't know what this oil is, but I really don't like how it feels. But I'll be honest, this is so, so cute. I would put it at the number one spot, but the grease is like kind of overwhelming, if I'm honest. And it doesn't smell the best. Yeah, it feels really gross on my hands. And also now that I'm playing with it, it's sort of rubbing the color all around, which I don't love that. I'm just gonna put it on my desk and never touch it. And I think it's adorable and awesome, but I can't give it the top place. I literally have to put it down here, I think, just because of how dirty it got just from a couple seconds of playing with it. I don't know if you can tell how dirty my hands are now, but so cute, like shockingly cute. But now it's time to go head to head. We have our top Mushy Kins and our top other Taba squishy. Let's see what the difference is. Price point wise, this is cheaper, but this is bigger. They are almost the exact same consistency. This feels a little bit heavier, which is interesting because this is bigger. If I stretch it, it does come apart just slightly. If I stretch Button, he also will come apart just a little bit, just slightly. He'll have a couple rips in the top of him if you stretch him like that. This might be an exact tie. Let's see who sticks to the wall better. Whoa, that was so cool. He like walked down the wall. Wait, do that again. That was awesome. Do it again. Do a flip. Come on, do it. Whoa! That's awesome. I love that. I didn't even know they could do that. This one I don't think is gonna stick to the wall because it's flocked, but let's see. Oh. Definitely not. So it definitely loses for that. And also the flocking coming off of my fingers. I'm gonna say if this wasn't flocked, it would be either a tie or such a close call. It'd be hard to say. Although this toe is now like coming off. I just feel bad giving it to Mushy Kins when I obviously like Mushy Kins the most. If this was not flocked, I think it would be a tie. But because of the flocking and how dirty my hands get playing with it, Chip does win. I want you guys to make your own conclusions about this in the comment section. So if you love Taba squishies or if you've been meaning to try out Mushy Kins, go to mushykins.com/Erin to pick up your Mushy Kins. And also please review them. Please compare them with your other Taba squishies. Please tell us your honest opinions. I love you guys so much. Comment a shrimp emoji if you want me to follow you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.